Hey guys, it's Chey. Welcome to the channel if you are new, and if you're not, hey boo. So for today's video, I created this beautiful look that you see using all drugstore products. So if you like it here, if you like my vibe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna go ahead and jump into this tutorial. All right, so it is time to slay this face using all drugstore products, and I'm gonna prep the skin using the e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray because I have oily combination skin and we just wanna revive the skin. And I'm gonna hydrate the lips using the e.l.f. lip oil on these crusty, dusty lips. For primer, we're gonna be taking the e.l.f. Power Grip Mattifying Primer, and this is my first time trying it, and the consistency is really thick. It's definitely a little bit different than the regular Power Grip. This one's definitely a little bit more on the stiffer side, but it does slightly mattify the skin and it dries down. And honestly, this primer really helped lock in my makeup. So now we're on to brows, and y'all know when it comes to drugstore brows, I am loyal to my Morphe micro brow pencil. This is in the shade Java, and I'm just doing my brows. To clean it up, I'm gonna be taking the JUVIA'S Place I Am Magic Concealer in the shade number 12, and we are using that to clean up and sculpt the brows. And once the brows are all nice and sculpted, I'm going in with this NYX Lift and Brow liquid pen and add those hair-like strokes. And we're gonna set the brows using the e.l.f. Lamination Brow Gel just to set those hairs in place. I do have wild brow hairs, so this really holds it together. Then for underneath my foundation, I'm taking this e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is technically a blush, but I'm using it as highlighter because honestly, like, what is this really going to blush on my skin tone? But this product really does dry down fast, so I really had to work it in with my sponge. So I would probably do one place at a time, like each cheekbone, rather than putting it all over my face and then trying to blend it out. But it gives a nice, beautiful glow. So I have to color correct, and this is going to be using the e.l.f. color corrector. I use a lot of e.l.f. products. I didn't realize how much e.l.f. products I have, but I love this color corrector because I love the wand and it's not a super orange. And I'm gonna just refresh the skin using this Morphe Coconut Bliss setting spray. This is more of a hydrating mist for me. It's not like super mattifying just because I don't want nothing too mattifying, especially when it comes to underneath the eyes. So I'm just blending that out to cancel out any of that darkness. And we are getting ready for eyeshadow. And I'm gonna be using the Morphe 35T Sweetest Tea. I'm not sure if this is still available, but any Morphe palette will do. For eye primer, I'm using P. Louise Eye Base. That's probably the only thing that's not from the drugstore, but I'm loyal to my P. Louise base. So to start off this eye look, I'm taking this mauve shade called Drink It In. And as you can see on the eyes, there is nothing mauve about this shade. It's very pigmented, very pink. And so I'm just using that to blend. And then to deepen, well, to add some color, we're gonna pop in this lilac shade on the inner corner. I don't know, there's something about a two-tone eyeshadow look, but we're gonna go ahead and deepen it up using these two shades. It's more like a burgundy, just to add some depth to this eye look, and you really just want to build that up to your heart's content. And to set the lid, I'm basically taking like a peachy matte shade and applying that all over the lid. And honestly, I could have left it just like this. It's absolutely so gorgeous, but me being me, I of course am gonna add a shimmer, but she's really cute like that. So for shimmer, I'm taking this shade called Share Gossip, and it just lightens up the eyelid, and I think it looks really, really gorgeous. For lashes, I'm going into these from EYELURE, and I'm gonna do a little liner moment with the e.l.f. liquid liner, and that is how I got the eyes, and it looks really, really gorgeous. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into this base. I did pick up these two new products from e.l.f. We're gonna do some underpainting. So this is what that camo liquid bronzer looks like. I used the shade number 7 Tan Deep, and I really do like how this liquid bronzer applied onto the skin, and I love the tone on it. It's not too warm and it's not too like deep. It's honestly perfect for me, and it really snatches me up, as you can see. So I'm just applying that on to the jaw, and I'm also going to use that to sculpt the nose because I love a good nose contour. And also I'm adding that on to the lip line as well, just to give that pouty lip effect. Then I'm going in with that same Juvia's Place concealer in number 12. As you can see, it gives that good coverage, and the shade is just really perfect for me personally. This is my favorite concealer to use in my collection. So I'm just highlighting the normal areas that I do. So under the eyes, lip, chin, and we're gonna sculpt these cheekbones out. And we're gonna set the face again with the Morphe continuous setting spray, just to make sure everything is nice and hydrated. Even though I'm oily, I don't want my skin to be like super matte. So, and just doing that really helps the concealers and everything blend, even though I do let the concealer sit down a little bit, and then I blend it out. And as you can see, everything is blending beautifully. And once I have that shade blended out, I'm going in with a lighter concealer, number 16 from Juvia's Place, and adding that onto the inner corner. And I'm gonna let that dry down and take the L'Oreal True Match foundation as my foundation, and we're just blending all those areas together. And as you can see, it is looking seamless on the skin. I just love how everything blended together, and look at that, absolutely stunning. Now we're gonna add this lilac shade, which is from e.l.f., and that's what it looks like on my skin. And this was such a beautiful, beautiful pinky shade on my skin. It didn't pull like really purpley or anything. It was definitely more pink, and it layered really nicely. As you can see, I could have built it up a little bit more, but I wanted to just try to keep it soft. And then I'm gonna blend that lighter concealer, just so that everything blends and we don't have any harsh lines. And once that's blended out, I'm taking the ColourPop Pretty Fresh powder, face powder, and as you can see, I've hit pan, honey. I love using this powder, and I'm using that on a powder puff to set underneath the eyes. Normally I use a brush, but using the powder puff really sets it really nice. So as you can see, the under eyes are looking so smooth and velvety. It's giving filter. And to set the rest of the face, I'm taking the Juvia's Place I Am Magic powder foundation in the shade Burkita, and I'm just using that to set all over the face. For bronzer and contour, I'm taking these shades. So I'm starting with the Makeup Revolution bronzer in medium, and I love this bronzer. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's buildable, and it just looks so beautiful. And then once I have the bronzer on the way that I want, we're going to go into that L'Oreal contour powder. But that's, of course, after I snatch the nose using that bronzer. So this is still using the, what is it? Makeup Revolution. But here I am adding that L'Oreal bronzer just to contour the face. And then we're going to go ahead and use this Revlon COLORSTAY blotting setting powder, my bad. When it comes to the drugstore, I'm very picky when it comes to setting powder because a lot of the time it's not translucent, but this one is really nice. It's blurring, it's translucent, and it snatches up the face. So for blush, I'm actually taking these two blushes. I'm starting with the mattifying pink one from Makeup Revolution, and then I'm gonna go into this glowy blush from Milani. This is in the shade Rose Dioro, and it's so pretty as a beautiful blush topper. And I'm really just packing that on underneath the eyes. And she's looking really pretty. So now it's time to dust off that setting powder, and as you can see, it is translucent. There is no grabbing or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and work on the lips. I'm taking Morphe Trendsetter to line the lips, and this lip liner is super creamy, super pigmented, and it's just gorgeous. And I'm gonna take the e.l.f. $2 lip liner in Baddest Beige and fill in the lips. And it honestly doesn't look like much, but you'll see once I put the lip color on top, it all pulls it together. Then I'm taking this Morphe lipstick. I'm not sure if they still make that, but I'm gonna go ahead and add some gloss using this NYX Butter Gloss, and I didn't realize how tiny this applicator was. And just for a little extra shine, I know, I'm taking this e.l.f. lip oil, and as you can see, it added that pop of glitter to the lips to make it extra juicy. And for highlighter, I'm taking this loose highlighter from Wet n Wild in Hustle and Glow, and I'm just adding a teeny tiny bit on to the nose and a little bit on the brow bone, and then we're gonna lock everything in with this Makeup Revolution Super Fix setting spray, and then you are left with this flawless drugstore beat. Okay, we are giving snatched and gorgeous, and nobody would ever know that we did this whole face using drugstore products. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.